We will talk about pay-per-click marketing and would focus our discussion or the video on Google Ads. What is the account structure in Google Ads? How do you budget? How do you bid for keywords in Google Ads? And a little bit about the Google Display Network. Now, this video will not be comprehensive and would not cover everything in Google Ads, but it will give you an overview or a good picture or a good understanding of what Google Ads are. So what is pay-per-click marketing? Well, if you see overall picture of marketing using search engines, you have search engine marketing, which is at the top, and under search engine marketing you have search engine optimization, which is SEO, and pay-per-click marketing, which is Google Ads if you're running ads on Google search. So PPC is the practice of marketing a business using paid advertisements. So SEO is clicking on organic results and driving traffic to websites, whereas PPC is clicking on ads that are shown within search results and driving traffic to websites or to landing pages. So SEO and PPC are both subsets of the larger domain or space called search engine marketing. At times, search engine marketing is used interchangeably with PPC or pay-per-click marketing, but clearly that is an incorrect usage of SEM. So SEM includes both SEO as well as PPC marketing. So like I said, there are two types of search results. Let's say you go to Google and you search for credit cards. That is your search query. You will see some ads on top. At the max you might see 4 ads on top, and then after that you will see organic search results. After the organic listings, again you will see ads below the organic listings. So there might be 3 ads below the organic search listings. According to a study that was conducted by Google and Bing from Microsoft, they realized that most of the people uh, view a page from left to right and tend to click on the top of the search results. What does this mean from a marketing perspective? Well, it means that people tend to click on ads that are usually shown on the top of search results. And when they did this study, there were ads that were also being displayed on the right hand side. If you can see, there are not many clicks that people are giving on the ads that are shown on the right as opposed to the ads that are shown on top of the search results. So overall the perspective is that 30 to 40% of the people click on the paid ads, whereas 60 to 70% of the people click on the organic search results. And this has kind of decreased over the years, which means for organic search now more than 50% of all clicks don't go to another website, but they are on Google itself. So again, paid search is still getting that impact and that recall by positioning your brand or your service or product in front of users for the keywords or the search queries that they are performing via search. One another advantage of using pay-per-click marketing or Google Ads is that you have a very high degree of control over the message as well as the landing page to which the user would be going to. So let's say you searched for ICICI Bank home loan. You see an ad on top, and then just below the ad you also see an organic search result. The difference between both these search results is that you can see that the headline for the ad is much more personalized and has a richer information. So it includes facts and figures such as interest rate starts at 9.1%, and it also shows 16 locations nearby in Mumbai. It also gives links to check your eligibility, which would be an eligibility calculator, and a benefits or an offer page. And also in the copy of the ad you can see that they have written get 20%, uh, get up to 20% higher eligibility and EMI as low as rupees 812 per lakh of loan that you're taking. Whereas if you look at the organic search result, this is the data that Google's crawler pulls from your page that is ranking for home loans as a keyword, right? And you can see here that since Google is pulling this data from a static page or at a point of time, you cannot customize the description or the title of the page that is appearing. So with pay-per-click marketing, although you are spending money to get people to click on your ads and come to your website or to your landing page, you still have an immense amount of control on the messaging as well as the landing page that you would be directing users to. There are obviously other benefits of pay-per-click marketing, and some of these include precise targeting across devices, time scheduling, where you could schedule your ads to run at a particular time. When it comes to device targeting, you could do run ads on only mobile devices or only desktops, laptops, or you could do ads on both desktops and mobile devices. Geolocation targeting, so you could do geofencing, which means you can target a particular area around a radius on a map, or you could select a locality, you could select a city, you could select an airport, you could select a state, you could select a country for targeting your ads. You could also rotate your ads, which means for the same search query you can create multiple ads and let Google test which ad is working better, right? So you could play around with the communication proposition or the messaging and make sure that the best performing ad is the one that gets served more often. That's what Google will do for you to make sure that you are generating whatever targets you have, whether it's leads or sales, through your Google Ads program. Next is, it is very quick to set up and execute. You simply have to go to ads.google.com or google.com/ads, and if you have a Gmail account, Gmail ID, you just sign in using a Gmail ID. You set up your billing, credit card, your business details, and so on. And as soon as you have set up the payment details on Google Ads, you can start running your campaigns from day one itself, right? So it is absolutely easy to set up, and as we go ahead in this video, we will do a demo of how Google Ads look like. It is also one of the most measurable methods of online advertising. So you can track right from how much money you spent to the number of leads or sales that you have generated, and which keywords have given you these leads, or which ad groups, which campaigns, which ad text has worked for you, given you the leads, or let's say leads at the lowest cost, lowest CPL, right? So there are multiple key performance indicators or metrics that you can track using Google Ads to give you an almost real-time performance report of all the campaigns that are running in your ad account on Google. So you have real-time access to data as to how much you have spent within a particular day, week, month, year since you started Google Ads. and along with this you have real-time information of how many conversions, how many leads have been generated, what sales have been generated, and you can optimize your campaigns basis of the performance that you are achieving. So Google Ads, I would say, is one of the most, if not one but the most measurable method in online advertising that is available in today's time. So let's try to understand and learn little bit about Google Ads, and get a sense of how to run Google Ads or what. So how does an ad auction work? So before we go and understand how an ad auction work, let's just go to Google and do a couple of searches to see specific ads that are appearing for some of our. So let's say I went to Google and I searched for term insurance. You can see that for the keyword or my search term insurance, there are 4 ads that are appearing here. One from ICICI Prudential, the other one from HDFC Life, the third one from Policy Bazaar, and the fourth one from CoverFox. As I scroll down, you can see that there are ads at the bottom of the search results also. So there are 3 ads here that are appearing from Aegon Life, Life Insurance Aditya Birla Capital.com, and PNB MetLife, right? So there are all these ads that are showing up along with the organic results below the ads that are showing up, right? So every time you type in a search query on Google, there is a real-time auction that happens to determine whose ad will appear on position 1, whose ad will appear on position 2, whose ad will appear on position 3, whose ad will appear on position 4, and so on. This real-time auction is something that we should understand and try to learn. How does Google actually decide which ad is better and which ad should be shown higher up in the hierarchy? So to understand how the ad auction works, you might want to watch this video by Hal Varian, who is a chief economist at Google, and he explains the Google Ads auction beautifully. You can find the video on YouTube. I'll also share a link but as an addendum to this video that I am creating. So just to simplify what an auction is, or how does an auction work, let's say there are 4 advertisers. There is Max Life, Birla Sun Life Insurance, Policy Bazaar, and HDFC Life, and they are ad position, I mean where they show up in search results, right? It is determined mainly by their ad rank, and ad rank is nothing but the bid that you're putting for a specific keyword multiplied by the quality score for that keyword. So it is maximum bid multiplied by quality score plus certain ad extensions, and we will talk about ad extensions as we go ahead. But there are multiple ad extensions available, such as call extensions, message extensions, call out extensions, site link extensions, etc. And if you are using these extensions in your ad, then again there is a better chance to get a higher ad rank. So let's take a simple example where there are 4 advertisers who want to target, let's say, the keyword term insurance, right? And for this keyword, each of the advertiser is bidding in their Google Ads account. So let's say Max Life is bidding 10 rupees, Birla Sun Life is bidding 8 rupees, Policy Bazaar is bidding 6, and HDFC Life is bidding 4 rupees for the keyword term insurance in their account. And each of the keywords in the accounts would have a different quality score. Now, quality score is a metric that is used by Google Ads to determine whether what is the quality of the advertiser's ad, and should it show up for a particular search term or not. The quality score consists of multiple parameters, but a few would be or most widely used metrics as a part of quality score would be the click-through rate, which means the percentage of users who are clicking on your ad, the landing page speed or efficiency of the landing page, how fast does the landing page load, what is the quality of the landing page, and so on. So these are, two of the factors that are used in quality score. So let's say the keyword term insurance has a different quality score based on the quality of the ads in each of the accounts. And for Max Life it is 1, whereas for Birla it's 3, Policy Bazaar 6, HDFC Life 8. The quality score ranges from 1 to 10, right? So 10 being the maximum quality score, which means that your ad is of very high quality for the keyword that the user is using to search online, right? So let's say, these are the 4 different quality scores that we have. So ad rank is maximum bid price multiplied by quality score. So let's say Max Life is bidding 10 rupees for the keyword term insurance, but its quality score is 1. The ad rank would be 10 multiplied by 1, which is 10, and so on. So HDFC Life, you can see here, is 4 multiplied by 8, which is 32, and Policy Bazaar, which is bidding 6 rupees, which is, it's not the highest bidder for the keyword, but it has a sufficiently high quality score, giving it a ad rank of 36. So if you compare all these 4 advertisers, and let's say there are only 3 ad slots where you could show ads, so Policy Bazaar's ad would be on position 1, HDFC Life on position 2, Birla Sun Life Insurance on position 3, and Max Life's ad would not be shown because it's in the 4th position. The assumption is that there are only 3 ad spots available, but that's not the case. I mean, I just said that there are 7 ad spots available only on the first page, 4 on the top, 3 at the bottom, right? So this auction is conducted for every keyword search. So wherever you're typing in a commercially viable keyword in Google, and there are advertisers or brands who are bidding for those keywords, there is an ad auction that takes place to determine the ad rank for each of the advertisers, and subsequently determine the ad position, and accordingly the ad is served and shown to us. All of this happens within a fraction of a second, and there are 5 billion search queries on Google every day, out of which, let's say even 20% of these search queries are commercially viable, which means brands are actually advertising or bidding for these keywords. So there are 1 billion search queries on a daily basis on which people or brands are bidding, and there are 1 billion times there is an auction which is held to determine which advertiser's ad should be shown on top or not, right? So once we know whose ad should be shown on top, we need to determine how much does the advertiser end up paying to Google, since we are talking about pay per click, which means if the user is searching for a term, sees an ad and clicks on the ad, only then and only then would an advertiser end up paying a certain cost per click to Google, right? So in this way, all the 3 parties involved benefit, right? So the user is searching for a term insurance online, and he finds a relevant ad, he clicks on the ad. Let's say the ad belongs to Policy Bazaar. Policy Bazaar would pay Google a certain cost per click, so Google is making money there. Policy Bazaar is getting relevant traffic to their website, with a chance of the traffic converting to a sale, and the user is finding relevant information in the ad that is taking them to a landing page, again, which is fulfilling their search query. So all the three parties involved, the advertiser, the user, as well as Google, get benefited in this auction. And coming back to our discussion of 1 billion commercially viable search queries, let's say the average cost per click is 5 rupees for every query. So Google would be making $5 billion a day simply from people actually clicking on ads. Now let's find out what is the cost per click that an advertiser has to pay. Again, let's take an example where there are 3 ad spots and there are three advertisers: Birla Sun Life, Policy Bazaar, HDFC Life, and the bid price is determined by P, quality score, by Q, right? Ad rank, as I said, is price multiplied by quality score. So in this case, the ad rank for Birla, Policy Bazaar, and HDFC Life is 40, 30, and 15 respectively. And the ad position here is this is a typo in here. The ad position is 1 for Birla Sun Life, 2 for Policy Bazaar, 3 for HDFC Life, right? So the CPC, to calculate the CPC, you have the formula P1 times Q1 is slightly greater than P2 multiplied by Q2, right? So P1, which is the price that advertiser 1 has to pay, the advertiser that is in ad position 1, price that advertiser 1 has to pay is price 2 quality score 2 divided by quality score 1, which means 30 divided by 8, which is 3.75. So Birla Sun Life Insurance, if someone clicks on their ad, although they are bidding 5 rupees, they will end up paying 3.75 rupees. For Policy Bazaar, if someone clicks on their ad, it is ad rank of the advertiser below them, which is HDFC Life. So P3Q3, which is 15 divided by the quality score of Q2, which is Policy Bazaar, right? 15 divided by 6, it is 2.5. So for ranking on position 2 and people clicking on the ad, still Policy Bazaar is ending up paying 2.5 rupees, right? So now that we have understood how the Google ad auction works, we should understand how do you plan for setting up your Google Ads account, and how do you plan for running ads using Google. So first and foremost, you need to think of your business as a hierarchy, or purely in hierarchical terms. For example, let's say you are an online retailer like Walmart, and you sell products on one website. Let's say you have just one website, walmart.com, and you're selling products in India, you're selling products in United States, Australia, all countries across the world. So you need to think of your business as a hierarchy, which means you would want to break down your business by regions to understand which region is performing better, right? So category 1 would be country, which is India, and category 2 here in this case would be United States, let's say. Under category 1, let's say in India you're only selling furniture on Walmart, right? So product 1 would be home furniture, product 2 would be office furniture. Whereas in United States, let's just assume that you're selling cookware, right? So product 3 would be cookware. So again, you need to think of your business as a hierarchy and try to understand how your business is organized. So for a Google Ads account, and we will have a demo of the Google Ads account. For the Google Ads account, we will understand how it is organized. But this kind of gives you a good picture that at the top you have an account for a furniture store. Let's say Pepper Fry. studio is running Google ad campaigns to sell furniture from their physical store, or IKEA is running campaigns to sell furniture online, right? So each of these advertisers would have a Google ad account. Under Google Ads account, they would have campaigns for selling different types of furniture. So for example, IKEA is selling, let's say, tables and beds, so it would have a separate campaign for tables, a separate campaign for beds. And there are different types of tables that IKEA would be selling. So there would be coffee tables or bedside tables, right? So account is broken down into campaigns, a campaign is broken down into ad groups, and under ad groups you have ads and the keywords that you want to target, right? So let's say for the ad group coffee table, you would have multiple keywords that you can target and group them under this ad group coffee tables, right? So you could have, let's say, wooden coffee table, or you could have black color coffee table, or brown color coffee table, or white coffee table, right? Or tall coffee table, or short coffee table, right? So you could have different keyword variations for all the keywords related to coffee table under the ad group coffee table. And then for these keywords you would go ahead and create multiple ads to target these keywords, right? So like I said, on the top you have account, then you have campaign, you have ad groups under campaigns. Under each ad group you have ads and keywords, right? So your account is associated with a unique email address, password, and billing information. Your ad campaign has its own budget, which means let's say for the ad campaign tables you can set your own budget. For the ad campaign chairs you can set a separate budget, right? And at the campaign level also you can have multiple settings in terms of for which location you want to run the campaign, for which device you want to run the campaign, and so on, right? So all the targeting parameters are associated at the campaign level. And like I said, under campaigns you have ad groups. They are having a set of similar ads and words and phrases, right, known as keywords. So if someone will type in a specific keyword phrase that is there as a part of your ad group, then an ad from that ad group enters into an auction, right? So only if and only if you have included the keyword in the ad group, and you have created a relevant ad which has a high quality score, the keyword has a high quality score, then the ad has a chance to enter the auction. And if it does is eligible for the auction and it wins in the auction, then it is shown on the top position. So this was all about. Now that we have understood a little bit about Google search, we should talk about the Google Display Network. So what is Google Display Network, or GDN? So these are nothing but Google owned properties like Gmail, Blogger, YouTube, and more than 3 million partner websites that are ready to accept ads from Google Ads, right? So these are partner websites such as NDTV here in India, and millions of websites across the globe that on which you could show your ad, whether it's a text ad, image ad, a video ad, or a rich media ad. You could show your ad on these partner websites and mobile apps through Google Ads. And why is GDN important? It's because 79% of the time people are spending online is on research, as opposed to spending time searching for something on Google, right? So with display ads, when your audience is not searching online, you could still target these audiences wherever they are on one of the sites as a part of the Google Display Network. So when you don't search, you are on YouTube, you are on Netflix, you are playing games, you are browsing, looking at travel websites and so on. And like I said, across all these websites they accept Google Ads, and show Google Ads while you're consuming content on these sites. GDN, or Google Display Network, has a reach which boasts uh, at more than 90% of the internet users, right? That is huge. 95% reach in desktop, 82% plus reach in mobile devices, and across platforms, whether it's mobile and desktop, 94%, 94.5% reach across multiple platforms, right? So how do you target your audiences, or how do you target people and show them relevant ads on the Google Display Network? So there are two ways of targeting. The first way is basis of where people are consuming content, right? And that is known as contextual targeting, which means you could use keywords that you're using in your search ads, you could use specific topics, or manage placements, which is nothing but a list of websites. So you could put in all this and target people who are searching for these keywords or reading content related to these keywords, visiting specific websites, and you could show your ads there. Or the second is by basis of people, right? So which is audience targeting. So Google GDN has both contextual targeting as well as audience targeting, and the audience targeting is based on demographic profiles or certain audiences that you have. So just to give you an example of contextual targeting, which is keyword or topic based targeting, let's say you are wanting to buy pet food or dog food online, right? And you might search for keywords such as dog food, food for dogs, branded dog food online, and so on. And a lot of articles online, which or websites which are a part of Google Display Network, would have these keywords in their content, right? So Google ads would extract these keywords and understand the context of the web page, right? Or the context of the apps or context of the videos, and accordingly it would show your ad related to dog food within this content that people are consuming, right? So while people are consuming content, you can target them, and accordingly you could drive traffic to your website. uh, Apart from keyword or interest based targeting, you also have placement targeting as a part of the contextual targeting methodology in GDN, where you can pick specific websites, apps, videos, video channels, and so on, and say that I want to show my ads to all the people who are visiting these specific properties online, right? Whereas the second option of targeting people or audience targeting, there are again different ways in which you could target audiences. You could target people based on affinity, intent, remarketing, or demographic profile. Now what is affinity targeting? Affinity is nothing but the likelihood of an audience liking a specific category, right? So you could show your ads to audiences that match with different categories that already Google has. So whether it is, let's say, people who are interested in banking and finance, food and dining, home and garden, lifestyle and hobbies, and so on. So you could pick a particular affinity or a category, and then there would be thousands of websites that would be a part of this affinity group, and your ad would be shown on all of these websites, right? Or there is a specific intent based targeting, which means based on the actions that people are taking on the Google Display Network, right? So there are custom intent campaigns where you could simply put in the URLs of specific pages, web pages available online, and based on those URLs, you could target your audiences online, and you could show them ads on the Google Display Network. Remarketing is something basis of the actions that people are taking on your website, which means they come to your website, they interact with content that is there on your website, and based on their interaction you are showing them ads when they are on the sites that are a part of Google Display Network. So there are multiple ad formats available. Some of the ones that we will quickly have a look at: text ads, which is available on Google search and its search partners; responsive ads, which is again adaptation of the text ads to different formats, whether it's a text version or a banner version, an image version, right? You have image ads or banner ads, which are it could be GIF, JPEG, PNG ads that are shown as a part of the Google Display Network. Or if you want to promote your app, you could have app download campaigns in Google search or Google Display Network, and get downloads for your apps through Google searches. There are video ads which you can show on YouTube. There are product shopping ads, also known as product listing ads, PLAs, which are seen in Google search, right? So if you're searching for specific products, there is a high chance that websites or networks such as Google Shopping, Google Search, or Google Search partner websites would show images of products along with their pricing and a link to buy that product, right? So there are shopping ads available in certain countries. Most recently they have been made available in India also. And call only ads, which again basically you don't even need to have a website. All you need to have is a dial-in number, and you could specifically target the audiences through a call number, and you could get them to drive traffic to your call center as opposed to driving traffic to your website, right? Gmail sponsored promotions, these are ads that are shown in the promotions tab of Gmail. Again, you could target specific keywords, you could target specific domains from which people are receiving emails, and accordingly show them ads in their promotions tab. On mobile, again, in apps or on mobile websites, you could have banners, or you could have leaderboard banners or small banners that you see either at the bottom of the apps, right? And on clicking on these banners, they would take you to specific websites or landing pages. So you have like different ad formats or sizes that are available for showcasing your ads on mobile devices also. Apart from basic image ads, text ads, Google also allows you to serve rich media ads, which is essentially video content or interactive content that you can serve through ads, again using Google Ads as an experience. YouTube, since it's a part of Google Ads or part of Google, you could advertise on YouTube using Google Ads. So there are multiple formats, out of which the most commonly known is the in-stream. So while you're watching a video, an ad would appear in between, which you can skip after 5 seconds. Or video discovery, again, which is you're searching for a particular video, you're typing in some keywords in YouTube, and then maybe a video would appear as an ad in your search result. Great, that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed this video. Have a good day. Please share the content, and please do like the content. Have a good day.